Hare Krishna, welcome back. So today we are going to discuss this skill, that is writing. Right? In the previous video we discussed reading. Always remember that a person who reads well and who listens carefully will be able to present his or her thoughts extremely well, very diligently. Right? So moving on to our next skill, that is writing. For writing well, for writing very dexterously, you will have to read and you will have to hear or listen. Experts, you will have to refer to many books, you will have to talk to experienced people, all of this you will have to do. But having all the content collected on your table, you can start writing like this. Organize your thoughts first. Even before you go to these steps, you ought to have a mind map for what exactly you have to present. While how to make a mind map, we will post a separate video. You can check that out. There are various ways of doing mind maps. You can go ahead with that. So first you have to do your mind map, organize your thoughts, and then you have to follow these 3 steps. Simple steps, right? First is the beginning. The beginning is where you introduce the topic. How do you just go over the topic and just define it? No. It's always a good strategy to start with a saying or a short story pertaining to that particular topic, a quotation from a writer. This is how you start your introduction, and then define the topic a little bit and give your introduction in 3-4 lines. An introduction depends on the topic. If it's a simple topic for students, then it will just last for say 5 to 7 to 8 lines are enough for a good introduction. If you're writing a story, the introduction will be a little longer. Moving on to the second step, that is the middle one, the part of your writing. Middle means the content. That is how you are going to divide all the ideas that you have paragraph wise. Remember, one idea in one paragraph. What? One idea in one paragraph and one idea in one sentence. Unless you have trained yourself extremely well under proper guidance how to compare thoughts in a single sentence. Till that time, follow this rule: one idea in one paragraph. The moment you change the idea, you change the paragraph. And one idea in one sentence. Don't write complicated sentences. Just like I told you in reading, you have to understand that you have to give examples, you have to give charts, you have to give data, you have to analyze something, you have to give comparisons, you have to give contrasts. Whatever idea you are presenting in each paragraph, you have to support that idea with any of these or all of these. Okay, whatever is suitable. You can have, for example, for idea 1, you think that it's good to use a small diagram. You can make a small diagram there. For the second idea, you may feel that it is good to give an example of comparison or contrast. You can do like that. Right? For the third idea, sub-idea, you may think that, okay, it's better to give a quotation. Fair enough. For the fourth idea, you may think, okay, it's good to, I can relate a case study to this particular thought. Go for it. Right? But always make sure that whatever sub-ideas you are giving, you support it with all of these. Last but not the least is conclusion. Whatever you have written from introduction and throughout your content, that is the middle part of your writing, of your answer, of your essay, whatever it is, you have to collect all the main points, and just in 5 to 7 to 8 lines you have to write all of that. It depends on the topic also. If you have to take a stance, you may or may not choose to take a stance. Okay, it all depends on the question that you get. If the question desires to take a stance, go for it. It may be a yes or a no, it may be for or against, right? But if the topic is such that you need not take a stance, always go for a middle conclusion, right? That if this happens, this is good. If that happens, then these things will come to fruition like that. So always avoid taking a stance if it's not required. Okay, we may perhaps give an argument of agreement. Okay, if the topic demands refusal, refuse it. Okay, if the topic demands acceptance, accept it. It all depends on the topic. How would you draw a conclusion to the explanation that you make in the first two steps? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hope this helps for personal writing and guidance and stuff like that. You can contact us. Thank you very much. The number is flashing over there. Kindly contact us. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Please take care.